What's poppin', guys? It's your boy Big Bro Dre, and I'm back with another one, man. In today's video, man, I got an email from a subscriber, man, and shaking my head again, man. This shit gotta stop. But let's get to the video. So, you guys know I always start my videos off with thanking my supporters and subscribers, man. We tapping on like 2,400 subscribers right now, so I appreciate you guys showing support. I also appreciate you guys spreading and sharing the channel and, you know, letting the right people know what's going on. I've been told that my stuff is a little abrasive and sometimes challenging, but I'm going to continue to be who I am because y'all respect that, and that's the only way y'all gonna take if it's real. All right, so I appreciate you guys' support. Without further ado, I'm gonna get to the email. So, got an email from one of my long-term subscribers, man. This guy been subscribing to me since like 2017 when I first started. I think he was like one of my first maybe 500 subscribers. So I appreciate your support, man. I appreciate you doing everything you're doing right now for me. Read the email that you sent me, man. It says, "Big bro, been watching your channel since Korea, and I appreciate all you do for the army. You know, my brother, I appreciate you." He put a fist emoji, like one of them joints, all right? "I'm a squad leader, and I have a soldier who was deployed with me. We got back last week. He came home to an empty house, and his bank account was cleared out. He has nowhere to go, and he's too embarrassed to tell our platoon sergeant because he's an asshole. I let him sleep on my couch, and I let him borrow some money, but I can't do this for a long time. I'm not sure what to do next. He's a good kid, and he asked me to keep it a secret because he's embarrassed. What should I do in this situation, and what can he do legally? Thanks, man. I appreciate the help." Nah, man, I appreciate your email, brother. I definitely do. So this is a tough situation, but I wish this kid was watching my channel before y'all deployed, because I did a video a while back about power of attorneys. What happened to this guy, because I actually reached back out to the NCO, he's a sergeant. I reached out to him and kind of got some details. This guy gave his wife a freaking general power of attorney. Now, legal is supposed to freaking ask you, like when I went to do my power of attorneys for deployment, they asked me if I wanted to do special separate power of attorneys, and I chose to do that, not because I don't trust my wife, just because it's more legally safe, and it kind of, it's like, okay, these are the things that she needs to do. She don't need to do everything while I'm going, just these simple things like car stuff, some money stuff, some movement stuff like household goods, stuff like that. If she got to move houses, I want her to be able to do that. But when you give somebody one of those general power of attorneys, that encompasses everything. So that person has rights to your bank account. That person can move when they want from your house. That person can sell your freaking car and your house if they want, because you just gave them the power to do that. So one thing I'll tell you guys before y'all make this freaking decision is to never give nobody a general power of attorney unless they are you. Like if they're a clone of you, and you know, freaking Stephen Hawking came down here and realized how to create humans and he cloned you and that person is you, then yeah, give your other self a power of attorney. Well shit, I can't even trust my damn self. So I wouldn't even give myself my own power of attorney. That's the bottom line, the general power of attorney. Don't do that shit. That shit is a bad idea. Because if things fall apart or y'all break up, you're going to get shitted on the entire time. So that's a bad idea. Now, going forward, this is what you need to do. And this is just my advice. This is not like, I'm not giving you no guidance or nothing like that. This is just what I would do in the situation. These opinions are not the opinions of the United States Army, the Warrant Officer Cohort, or the Department of Defense. I always got to say that because y'all go ahead and be like a warrant officer telling you, no, I ain't telling you to do shit. Warrant officers don't even have that type of power. I can't even command you to do nothing. I don't have a command. So, what I'll tell you is, first, what you need to do is go talk to that platoon sergeant, but get the young man or young woman, you didn't say, I think it was young man, get the young man to go with you. Say, hey, listen, we got to handle this the right way. You know, you my guy and all, I'm going to take care of you, but we got to handle this the right way. You come to him, pull him to the side, be like, look, I got your best interest at heart, and we're going to take care of this together. So you're going to go talk to your platoon sergeant, so your platoon sergeant can go talk to the first sergeant. The reason why you want to talk to the first sergeant, because this kid need a roof over his head immediately, and you don't have the money to pay for it. First sergeant of a unit is responsible for the first sergeant's barracks program. I'm almost 100% sure that your first sergeant has barracks set aside for situations such as this. So you need to go talk to them and try to get this guy out of your place, because he ain't really supposed to be staying with you. It's kind of like a conflict of interest. You don't want to put yourself in that position. You know what I mean? Because it's one of them things when you tell him to do something, this guy know when you brush your teeth and when you eat at it. Like, you don't want to put yourself in that position. So that's the first thing you need to do today, is take care of that. Second thing you need to do is take this kid to legal. Figure out what type of legal rights he has with, you know, his wife. He say he married, so it's his wife. So he don't know where she at apparently, but he'll be able to find her, and they'll be able to legally maybe get some of that money back. Maybe I don't know how much money it was. He didn't disclose that, but he didn't have anything in his bank account. Third, if this kid is like crazy freaking broke, crazy broke, there are always you can go to finance and get a cash advance. Or if that don't work for his budget, try the AER loans. So I told you guys about AER loans. AER loans are the Army Emergency Relief. Every year people donate to that, and that's how they get funds to help soldiers out in situations like this. Okay, so this is a critical emergency situation. So what'll happen is, because this kid, you're E5 promotable, so apparently this kid, you outrank him, might be a corporal, E4, E3, something like that. So your commander's gonna have to sign paperwork to say, hey, let this kid get the loan, and he's gonna ask for how much he can get, and they're gonna approve him based on, I don't know what the credit rating, I never got one, but I don't know what the credit rating and all is for that. I'm not sure there is one. But these are resources that the Army provides for soldiers that got to deal with situations like this one right here. Last but not least is you need to try to get this kid to go talk to somebody. After you come from a deployment, this is post-traumatic stress. Post-traumatic stress ain't always got to be shot at and getting killed and all of that shit. I went through some shit in my life at home that was worse than my first time in Iraq, and that shit was bad. I went to Iraq in 2005 when it was still rocking and rolling at 18 years old, and seen some of the most gruesome shit I have ever seen in my life. And the shit I was going through at home was worse than that. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys is, you can go through things at home that are just like wartime, post-traumatic stress. So this kid needs to go see somebody, because this is a traumatic, stressful event. So mental health is important, and this kid need to go see somebody about his freaking mental health and make sure he's still on his rocker. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you go get this kid some help, and make sure you let him know that you're there for him, regardless of what's going on in his life, regardless of who left him out in the cold and all that other BS. All right, it's a shitty situation, but we're taught to just keep on moving and just push through, all right? But some stuff you can't, man, so you probably need to talk to somebody. And I definitely appreciate you reaching out and making sure this kid is good, but you made a few bad decisions, like you shouldn't have let him move in your crib. You shouldn't have lent him no money. You probably never gonna get that shit back, so don't even expect it back. Don't be mad about the shit now and let it go, all right? Because you probably won't never get that money back, and you can't hold nothing against this kid. This kid was in a traumatic experience, and I'm sure you offered it, even if he didn't ask for it. So that money lost, go ahead, forget about it, recoup and get it back. You just gonna hate the kid if you're looking for the money. You know, if there's anybody in his corner, like his family, that can help him or assist him, there are services where the military will help with getting a person to you. I forgot the name of it. I think it's family advocacy or something like that. They'll do that for you and make sure that that person can be with their family. If there are kids involved, obviously, legal's gonna help him with the legal ramifications of custody and stuff like that. I didn't get into the kids thing because it just, I mean, at this point, it really don't matter. He gonna have to go to legal and figure all that shit out anyway. But at the end of it, man, you just gotta make sure you taking care of the soldier in the right way. And what I always tell people is, when you in situations like this, the first thing you need to do is go to the regulatory guidance and make sure you're doing everything regulatory, because you don't want this shit to come back on you in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, get into your regs, go see your platoon sergeant, go see first sergeant so this kid can have barracks, go see AER and freaking or finance for a cash advance and figure out so this kid can have some money in his pocket and not be broke and have food to eat, because he probably ain't on separate racks because he got freaking dependents. So he ain't eating at a defect for free. So I'm sure you feed him, but you can't feed and sustain this kid for a long period, extended period of time. All right. So I appreciate your question, my brother. I definitely appreciate your support. I actually seen a few of your comments from Korea from way back in the day, man. So I appreciate you showing love to your boy, man. And without further ado, man, I'll see you guys in the next video.